Hello and welcome to another episode of In Brandon. I'm your host, Kevin Spooner, and today it's everything multicultural, everything happening around town for Multicultural Festival. And today we are joined by none other than Jamaica! Woo-hoo, Jamaica! It's not often I get to speak with someone from Jamaica, but I sure look forward to it every time.
It happens.
You guys are so fun, but what I really love the most is the music. Just can't get enough of Jamaican music. Today we're joined by Toshiba. Pleasure to meet you, Toshiba. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It was awesome when I found out Jamaica was coming down. I got very excited. And I'm hoping that you can kind of give us some insight into all of the details about the Jamaican Pavilion, like where it is, when it is, and all
of that good stuff.
Yeah, all of that good stuff. But not only that, give us kind of maybe a little bit of an insight into maybe what we might be seeing at the Jamaican Pavilion, especially what we're going to be hearing at the Jamaican Pavilion. That's just for me, though. I mean, and obviously what we're going to be eating at the Jamaican Pavilion.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one. Okay, where should we start? How about we start with the boring stuff. Let's get over where it is and when it is.
Okay, so it will be at the Firehall, 637 Princess Avenue.
Wow.
And it would be for 2 days on February 7th and February 8th.
So you're doing the Friday and the Saturday.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And the Friday we open our doors at 5 p.m.
Right.
And on the Saturday we open at 12 p.m. And we're going up to midnight. So you have a full day of entertainment and fun.
Wow, this is good. All that dancing, I don't know if I can make it till midnight.
And all that eating.
Yeah, I'll about need a nap. I won't need. Well, that's wonderful. Firehall venue. Fantastic venue.
Yeah, we were very lucky to get it, yeah.
Yes, well done. Have you been inside?
Yes, actually been there before, but yeah, we did a whole tour and a setup. Yeah, it's perfect for what we have planned.
It's gorgeous in there, too.
It is, very
Such a nice setup.
Yeah.
And all of the windows, just beautiful in there. I'm glad you've been in there already. So is that going to be, or you already said that, it's going to be a perfect space for your pavilion. So
yes.
You stole my question before I even asked it. And what are we going to be seeing this year? Especially how does this year compare versus last year? What's new and exciting this year?
Well, we have a live band performing this year. Yes, so we have the Yardies band. You might have seen them on the Summer Pavilion, but we have them back this year, which is great. So you have live music.
Wow.
So you're going to hear all the reggae classics up front. We also have Jassan, which is another talented Jamaican performing live. So it's just going to be great music, great fun for all family. Yeah.
Wow, a live band.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard any other pavilions speak about live bands.
Yeah.
You might be the first.
Look at that.
Well done, Jamaica. Kicking it. And what does the show entail? We've got good music. Is that where it stops, or is there something going on during?
Well, yes, we're going to have fun and entertainment for the entire family. We're trying to interact with the crowd. So we have our MCs there that will be interacting and bringing up our lovely people on stage to do different stuff. We'll teach you fun facts about Jamaica itself, and we'll also be teaching your dances, their moves. So it's going to be a whole, like a boatload of fun on that day. Yeah.
And we can learn reggae dancing?
Exactly, yeah.
No way.
Yeah. What's a pavilion without me teaching you a few moves?
Wow. Well, now there's pressure.
Yeah,
now I got to bring my dancing feet.
You got to bring your A game.
Oh, my A game. I don't know if I have an A game, but I'll bring my B game. How's that? My B plus game.
Yeah, B plus, yeah.
Maybe A minus. We'll see. We'll see. And the Jamaican dancing, I'm not sure if I'm familiar with what Jamaican dancing entails as it relates to, say, well, let's take the easy comparison, Canadian dancing. How do what would the differences be?
Well, we tend to make dances depending on the music that we're listening to at the time. So there's going to be a whole catalog that we'll be showing. We'll also be talking about fun facts about Jamaican history that you'd basically learn on the day. And then we have the food.
Right.
Yeah, I know a lot of persons are coming for the food.
Oh, stop. You're making me hungry. Okay, let's get off food. I know.
Yeah.
Can you give us a sneak peek of a fun fact about Jamaica?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't give away any of the good stuff. What do you got for us that we can kind of sneak past?
Well, yeah, Jamaica currently has the fastest man alive. Fastest man alive, Usain Bolt.
Yeah, I have heard that name. It's interesting. I thought, so he was from, because he is Canadian, is he not?
No.
Is he? Didn't he have a Canadian flag around his? No.
No.
Pure Jamaican?
Pure Jamaican, 100%.
See, in Canada, we take everything that's good and we say, we call it our own. That's ours. It's like
Good way of
basketball. We
thinking,
invented basketball, apparently. I don't. But don't tell it to the States, because everybody claims they invented
basketball,
everything. So yeah, it's just another example of another Canadian seeing something good and going, oh, that must be ours. But so Usain Bolt is and raced for Jamaica.
That is correct. He competed in the 100 meter and the 200 meter. Yeah.
And he got the world record.
World record, standing up to this day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is he a celebrity in Jamaica?
Very much so.
Really?
Very much so.
And does he get to spend a lot of time in Jamaica? Do you know?
He lives in Jamaica.
He's living.
Yeah, he lives in Jamaica. Yeah.
You're kidding. Have you met him?
Not in person, but I've been to his races. Like I've been in the stands. But yeah.
Oh, wow. If you had said you had met him,
then
that is so cool.
Maybe next year.
Maybe he'll come to the pavilion.
Yeah, who knows?
All right, what else do we have to talk about? We should talk about the food. Okay, I'm ready now. Lay it on me. What kind of food are we looking at here?
Yeah, you're going to get authentic Jamaican cuisine at the pavilion.
Yeah.
So one of our all-time favorites, jerk chicken, is going to be on the menu. So you have succulent, fall-off-the-bone jerk chicken with one of our Jamaican staples, rice and peas. We'll also be having festival, which is like a fried dough. Very good, very tasty, and fried plantain. We'll also be having what Jamaican call patties, like a meat pie, like a handheld meat pie, and it has a nice flaky crust, and it's stuffed with well-seasoned beef, and you have cheese. It's to die for. You're going to love it.
My goodness. So, and can you just ask for jerk chicken?
Most definitely.
It doesn't have a Jamaican name attached to it?
Just jerk chicken.
Just jerk chicken?
Just jerk chicken.
Well, that's easy to remember then.
Very easy.
And yeah, everybody's heard of jerk chicken. And I know you can smell it as soon as you walk in the room. It's like, oh, that's jerk chicken. What's your favorite part of the pavilion, and what do you do for the pavilion during this event?
Okay, so personally, I love the food and I love the entertainment, and I just like also liming with other persons, like the different families and people that come to the pavilion. It's not just giving them a taste of what Jamaica is all about. So that's definitely one of my favorite parts. In terms of what I do at the pavilion, I normally organize the volunteers. So definitely to have something like this run smoothly, we definitely need the help of the Brandon community, and I must thank them because they always show up. They show up and show out every single time. So a big thanks to the Brandon community and the volunteers that we have.
That's amazing. It's a great time to ask you if there's anybody else that you should thank that helped organize or maybe finance or
the pavilion, yes.
Yeah, that helped put it all together.
Definitely. We do have some sponsors that definitely came in. So a big thank you to the Brandon Downtown Biz Corporation. They're title sponsors. Big thank you to them. Yeah, Kevin Gregory from Royal LePage, Intratech Digital Marketing, Fieldstone Dental, and Heritage Farms, and Holiday Inn Express, and Chevy Boy Driving School, yes. So a big thanks out to them. They definitely came in when we needed them, and they have great help.
And a driving school.
Yes.
What a great sponsor.
Great.
So well, if you have anybody, any of the performers needs to be driven from the hotel to the,
exactly.
You've got the driving school right there on.
We have the Holiday Inn for them to stay.
You've thought of everything.
Yeah.
Well done. And what is Jamaica like for, can you sell us why we should vacation in Jamaica from Canada?
Our weather is a plus. It's nice and warm.
You don't have to sell me. I've been there. Oh my God.
Especially at this cold time of year, the people I think one of Jamaica's biggest attributes is our people. You're going to meet the friendliest, the warmest, and the most helpful people you'll ever meet. The food is another plus, and if you love to go to the beaches, the clearest, the bluest, the whitest sand, honestly, it's just a paradise.
Paradise
Literally
is a great
paradise.
way to describe it. Yeah, and how many times do you get back to Jamaica?
Honestly, I go back quite often. I should probably be going back this year also. But yeah, every year or so we go back. We had a family trip actually last year.
Nice.
Where our whole family went back. But yeah.
Do you go back in the summer?
Sometimes we do, because we're a big fan of fruits, and there are different fruits
yes.
that we have in Jamaica that we don't have here in Canada, and the summer is a good time when you can actually eat those
You can
fruits.
harvest the fruits.
Exactly.
Right.
But we tend to go back in February when it's cold here.
I was going to say that
Yeah.
the pavilions are horribly timed because you're busy in January, which is the best
Right.
month to get to Jamaica. So
That
the
is
planning
true.
on that one might be a little, but if you prefer going in summer, then it all makes sense. But you have a summer pavilion too, so
Yes.
it must be challenging to organize
Right.
and make time for getting back to your roots, right? And what is your relationship with Canada?
Well, I came here originally for school. I'm now a permanent resident here, and I love Canada.
Nice.
Yes. What I love too, especially about Brandon, it kind of reminds me of home because it's not too big and the people are warm, very friendly, which I don't really get that much in the big city, but it reminds me of back home. Yeah, very helpful, and that's exactly what Jamaicans are.
It does have a small town feel.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and I've lived in a few small towns, and you can't recreate that small town feeling once you get
Going a
too
bit-
big,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's lost. The innocence is lost.
Yeah.
And so Jamaica has a lot of small towns that would
most
compare
definitely,
with Brandon.
Most definitely.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. And people in Jamaica are they're good conversationalists. They're ready to talk, and they're very helpful. And I find that with Brandon, people in Brandon also, which is quite similar. Yeah.
Well, one of the interesting facts that I think I know about Jamaica is that they speak English
Yes,
as
we
a
do.
primary
The
language. So interesting, because when you add the little wrinkle that even though they're speaking English, there's a good chance that I probably wouldn't understand the word that they were saying.
Yes.
And then somebody would tell me that they were English, and I would be like, no, that can't be English. And then, well, that's exactly how it went down when I went to Jamaica. I'm like, what language are they speaking?
We have our own dialect.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call it patois.
What's the interesting part is how quickly you can pick it up.
Yes.
And just immersing in the Jamaican culture, it probably, I would say by day 2, I was not struggling nearly as much.
Yeah.
It just kind of, you get into the flow of the language. It's very musical.
Very,
language.
yeah.
You more sing it than you speak it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a very good analysis. Yeah, that's true.
Well, and it really caught my ear, and I started trying very hard to understand it. And like I said, it only took a couple of days, and then I couldn't speak it.
Right.
But
You could
I could
understand.
definitely pick out the words a lot easier once once my ears got used to it. And that's my fun fact about Jamaica that I really enjoyed. And I can't wait, because at the pavilion, I'm just assuming that it's going to be, the Jamaican like I remember from back on the island. So it's going to take me right back to my vacation. It was many years ago, but but it's going to take me back. It'll be like memory lane, right?
Yes, most definitely, yeah.
That's so neat. What do we else have to talk about? We covered when, where, why. Why do you devote so much of your time to making this pavilion a success?
It's just a way to broadcast our culture to the wider public, and we live in Canada, but we also love our country, so it's just an excellent way for us to show everyone what Jamaica is all about.
And did you get involved willingly, or was it did you have to get,
No.
some people need a lot of pushing
and prodding.
to get them to do what they
what they need to do. Yeah.
And if any, for everybody that doesn't know what I'm pushing at, Toshiba brought her daughter, but her daughter was too shy to come in studio today, so she's just watching. So I'm kind of, you know, poking fun at someone else in the room just to make everybody aware with the joke. So what did it take, was there a similar amount of pushing did you have to kind of find, or was this something you've always wanted to do?
Yes. I remember when I came to Canada in 2018, that's when I went to the first pavilion, and I was at I think it was the Irish or the Scottish pavilion, and it was so lovely. And I remember asking my brother, like, was Jamaica have a pavilion? And he's like, no, we don't. I'm like, why not? Really? Why don't we have one? And literally we started from there, and it just grew, and then other person in the community had the same sentiment. It's like, we definitely need to have one. We need to broadcast and showcase our culture to the wider public. Our culture is so rich in terms of food, in terms of music. We definitely need to showcase it, and we've started since then, and it's only blossomed and grown.
Wow. I was going to ask you, this is an oddball question, but I actually have a favorite Jamaican band.
You do?
I do. It sounds crazy, and when it popped into my head, I couldn't believe it myself. But they're called Spice.
Spice.
Spice, and you're probably too young to remember them, because this would have been around 1990. But if you ever get a chance, look them up. Yeah. Too Many Guns in This Town is their hit song. And it's a really good song. And if you have a chance to listen to it before the pavilion, I'd be very curious to see what you think.
No problem.
And they play some soca music, and they play some fun. They have a couple of fun songs on their album. And then, of course, Too Many Guns was their big hit. And I got to see them live in Jamaica.
That's nice.
And I bought their CD, and it's my favorite. Yeah, it's my favorite.
Yeah, I'll definitely look them up. Spice.
Spice.
Yeah, okay.
I think it might be Spice and Company, but Spice will get you there. Mm-hmm. And how many volunteers are you still looking for volunteers? Do you have enough?
I think we do have enough now, but if anyone does want to volunteer, we definitely welcome it. So if you go to our website, westmanjam.com, literally there's a volunteer sheet that you can literally fill in your name, your contact information, and then we'll get back to you.
Nice. I don't know if we have a graphic prepared, so I'm going to repeat that website.
Yeah, it's westmanjam.com.
Westmanjam, all one word?
Yes, all one word.
.com. Perfect. So if anyone's looking for more information about the Jamaican Pavilion. Yeah.
So we also have a Instagram and a Facebook page also.
Nice.
Our Instagram and Facebook page is just westjam.com.
Just westjam.com.
That is correct, yeah.
Nice. And you're on Facebook and Instagram, you said?
Instagram, yes.
That's it?
Yes.
Perfect. What are we forgetting to talk about? Boy, we've talked about so much. I don't know. Are we forgetting anything?
I think we have it covered. We are live February 7th, February 8th, from 5 p.m. on February 7th, from 12 p.m. on February 8th, all the way up to midnight. We have a live band, music, good food, and we have some great cocktails too. Some specialized cocktail that we brought back from Jamaica. So look out for it, yeah? And we'll be also having 2 Jamaican beers on special, Red Stripe beer and Dragonstone for our beer lovers to try.
Nice. I've never heard of Dragonstone. Dragon Stout.
Yes.
Dragon Stout. Never heard of it. Heard of Stripes. I don't think I've ever tried it, but I've never heard of that. The other one. And is your daughter less shy at the pavilion? Will she be performing in any of the...
She actually performed at our previous pavilion. She danced.
No way.
Yeah, she's a good dancer. Yeah, she's just camera shy today.
So there's not going to be any previews of the performance today at the studio? No, that's definitely out. Well, on that note, thank you for joining us today and telling us all about the Jamaican Pavilion. I really appreciate the time.
You're welcome, and thank you for having us, yeah.
It was our pleasure. So much fun. Can't wait. Reggae music, reggae food. Oh, that's the place to be. The Jamaican Pavilion, live band. They got it all. And that brings us to the close of another episode of In Brandon. Stay tuned for, I don't know what's coming up next. You'll have to stay tuned to find out. Take care.